at our two examples here at the bottom of the page. At the bottom of the page, it shows us here that, let's see, give me some room, little room. There we go. We're at the bottom of the page. It says cylinder D, okay, has a radius. Okay, we're referring back to these shapes up here. So we have A, B, C. Now they're speaking of D, okay? So he's saying cylinder D, we're gonna do this. Cylinder D has a radius of 7.5 and a height of 4.5 meters. Which cylinder in example 1 is similar to cylinder D? So we go back up here to example 1. We have A, B, and C. Okay, so let's look at A. So we have this. So this is D. So we're going to put it D to A. Okay, radius 7.5 to radius 6. Height 4.5 to height 4. Okay, so that's D to A. So let's look at D to B. All right, radius 7.5 to 5. Okay, height 4.5 to 3. There we are. And then we're going to look at D to C. All right, we have 7.5 to 7.5, and then height for D is 4.5 to 5. Okay, so now, just looking at these, we cannot make a clear determination which is or is not. So what we do is we take our calculator and we say 7.5 divided by 6 gives us 1.25, and here we have 4.5 divided by 4 gives us 1.12. Okay, so it looks like these are not proportionate. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. 7.5 divided by 5, and we get a 1.5, and then we have a 4.5 divided by a 3, and we get a 1.5. So they're proportionate. So let's look at the next one. 7.5 divided by 7.5, clearly we know that is a 1. And then a 4.5 divided by 5 is a 0.9. So these are not. So it is proportioned to B. Okay, let's move on to the next practice problem. All right, it says the prisms are similar. Speaking of these two, find the missing width and length. Okay, so now since they are similar, they're telling us they're similar, we're going to move in that direction. Okay, since they are similar, all right, and they want us to find the missing length. Okay, so then in a case like this, what we would do is that we have L 11 times 8 times 20. Okay, so then we say 11 times 8 times 20. Okay, all right, is our length. Our 8 is our width, and our 20 is our height. Okay, so therefore, in this case, this is for A. For B, our 11, our L, we do not know. Our W, we do not know. But our height, we do know. Okay, so all we need to do is take enough information to identify the missing one. Okay, so since we know our height for both, but we don't know our W for both, we're going to do these two first. Okay, so we would say 8 to W is equal to 20 to 8. All right, and then we can cross multiply. Okay, so that we have 64 is equal to 20W. Then we divide both sides by 20, and W is equal to 64 divided by 20. We get a 3.2, okay, for W. Now we can take the same information for height and put it with our L, or now that we know our W, we can do here and here, but we're just going to do here and here, okay? So we're going to do our 20 over our 8 again, and this time it's going to be our 11 over our L. Cross multiply, 20L is equal to 88. Now we take our 88 and divide it by 20, and we have L is equal to 4.4. And that's how that's done, okay? All right, so now let's move forward to the next assignment. It says the solids are similar. Find the surface area of the red solid, okay, and round your answer to the nearest tenth, okay? So let's take a look. We know that the surface area over surface area is the same as the square of a measurement for the first one over a measurement for the second one. Okay, that's my, all right, so we have a surface area and we have a width, okay? We have no surface area, but we have the other width, all right? So those are the two measures that I'm speaking of. So let's take a look. So in this case, this is blue, okay? So now, this is red. So we're gonna put the red on top, okay? So red, we don't know the surface area, but we know the surface area of blue. Red we know is 5, and 8 blue we know is 8, and this is squared. All right. So now, with that in mind, the surface area is over 608 is equal to the square of 5 is 25, and the square of 8 is 64. Okay, so those are our two numbers. All right, so with that in mind, we can cross multiply so that we have 64S is equal to 608 times 25 is equal to 15,200. 15,200. All right. Inverse of 64 to both sides, and S is equal to 237.5. 237.5 meters square. Okay, that's the first one. Let's look at number 4. On number 4, we have surface area to surface area, and then whatever measurement we have, we're going to square it. That's the information they gave us. They gave us a 5 diameter and a 4 diameter, okay? So let's take a look. So we have 110. So we're going to put the red on top. Red is going to be what we don't have. All right, for surface area, blue we do have. And then red is going to be 5 on top, and blue is going to be 4 below, square. So S is equal to 110 is equal to 25 over 16. We're going to cross multiply. 16S is going to be equal to 25 times 110 equals 2,750. Divide both sides by 16. And S is equal to 171.87, so 171.87 would be 171.9 centimeters square. And that's how you do that, okay? So now, as we, okay. So we got 5, the solids are similar. Find the volume of the red solid, round your answer, okay? So here we have the volume to volume over whatever the measurement is, red to blue, and we cube it, okay? So here we go. In this case, we're gonna put it doesn't matter if it's on top or bottom, okay? So the red, we don't have the volume, so we put V here. The blue, we do. The red, we have a 5. The blue, we have a 12, okay? We cross multiply, 12V is equal to 5 times 88, 288. That gives you 1440. All right, then you divide both sides by 12, and V is going to be equal to 120. Okay. My fault. We're cubing. Let's try this again. All right, so we have volume over volume for number 5, and then we're going to put red over blue, and we're going to cube it. Okay, so let's take a look. Volume for red, we don't know. Volume for blue is 288. All right, red is 5, blue is 12. Cube. So V is over 288, and 5 cube is 125. Yep. And 12 cube is 1728. Now we're going to cross multiply. 1728V is equal to 125 times 288, 36,000. Divide both sides by 1728. V is equal to 20.8. And that would be centimeters cubed, okay? Let's look at our triangle, square, pyramids, okay? All right, so we have the volume here. We don't have the volume here. So we have volume to volume, and we're going to put blue to red, okay? So if we put the blue on top, we have 9 to V, because we don't know what red is. And blue is on top. We have 3 to 4, and it is cubed. So 9 to V equal 3 cube is 27. 4 cube, I believe, is 64. Okay, cross multiply. So now we have 27V is equal to 576. Divide both sides by 27. And 21.33 is equal to V. All right, and that's how that's done. Okay. I believe that's it. Yeah. See you shortly.